Kro'Khad the Throat Ripper, the recent fusion we just completed, alongside the Path event to get his soul or the Packmaster or both, is one of the most powerful champions in the game, certainly one of the most powerful champions of 2025. And although his kit mentions Hydra 27 times, he is not just a Hydra champion, and I'm here to prove that to you today. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. How you doing today? I am thrilled, so thrilled to bring you this video because Kro'Khad has impressed me over abundantly beyond any of my expectations. And I just need to share that with you. I have a ton of areas of the game that we're going to showcase him in. And I think that after seeing that, you're going to start using him in a ton of different places. And you're going to let me know that in the comments below. What teams are you using him with? What areas of the game? And how much has he improved your account? This is a Newt level fusion. This is an Armand's level champion. And I think that we just need a little bit of evidence to understand that that is the case. So I'm here to present that case. First off, if you take a look at his reviews, there's only 592, but they are overwhelmingly positive. And after testing him on the main game server on my account with my gear in all of these places, can confirm. When you look at his kit, it reads Hydra Champion, right? We get this double damage when counterattacking. We have Leech and Weaken, can't be resisted when Packmaster's on the same team. The single target stuff with Hydra as well. The passive goes with Hydra as well. But that doesn't matter because his damage is good enough. His kit is good enough. The synergy is good enough. Everything is powerful enough that he is going to dominate lots of areas of the game. So let's jump over and take a look, okay? With this dog, we have Kro'Khad, and I have not applied my 5-star blessing yet. I'm not going to do that for this video because I know that my gear is more endgame than some players. So to kind of balance that out, because I don't want to re-gear him. I really like this build. He has 238 speed, 333 crit damage, 7300 attack, okay? And I don't want to put a blessing on him, so that way if you didn't get a blessing, more relatable. If your gear's not quite as good, your blessing can kind of make up for it, all of those things. Here are the masteries that I'm going to be running on him, and I want to assure you that if you want to see Hydra, I will be posting that video tomorrow. It is a budget Hydra team that basically everybody can build, and it's insane damage. Also, there's a ton of giveaways in that video, something like 7 giveaways or something. So you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel here, so that way you can come and see that video tomorrow. Here are the masteries I like for him. If you have a lot less damage on him than me, then I would probably go War Master, but I think you're going to be able to run Helm Smasher on him. I really do. All right, so that is the gear. Now let's jump into the first locations. I'm going to do a couple quick hitters. Then we're going to spend some time in an important one. And then we'll do a couple more quick hitters. And we're going to cover tons of areas of the game. First things first, if you have a slow campaign farmer, and by slow, I mean like 30 seconds to a minute, okay, slow, we want to be farming campaign, and we want to be doing it in less than 10 seconds. Kro'Khad is a viable option for you to do that. So if I put him in here, you're going to see he's going to do his single target on wave 2, which does slow it down a second, but like, who cares? And then he will come in here and just wreck them. So 8 to 10 seconds for him on campaign. And if that is faster than the champions that you have available, just put him in there. You're not going to change the build. He's going to do a quick clear and really speed up your campaign farming. Same thing goes for Minotaur. On Minotaur, he can solo this whole stage. So he's going to come in here. He's going to do the same exact thing on Minotaur and farm your masteries for you. I highly recommend getting somebody who can single farm on Minotaur in a quick clear like this. So that way you're getting the most experience to level up your champions. And then obviously all of the scrolls will go to that champion as well. Now on to the real, oh man, Arena has been mind-blowingly good with him on the team. So in Arena, there is a lot that you can do with him and customize it to your account. I think the easiest possible team is 2 speed boosters. So you take your Arbiter, you take a second speed booster. I'm going to use Sulfurion just because he's one of my fastest champions. I don't have my fastest gear on Arbiter anymore. So I'm going to go Sulfurion, Arbiter, and then Packmaster's going to attack them. If you're going to use him in Arena, another great champion to use with him. Well, I'll wait. I'll put a bunch of champions on the screen here that are going to be really good to use with him after this. But there's so many great setups, and he can definitely clear. The only thing is, he needs to be in a go first team. Otherwise, you need some way to protect him, right? You need some way to keep him alive, whether that's stone skin gear or another champion. So we need to be able to go first here. So I can't just, not include some of my best champions. Shocked here that Duchess's passive kept them alive. We also have the shenanigans of the sheeps. And then Sulfurion's gonna revive them. I'm not gonna cut this because you can see here if you don't take this seriously, then you can still lose fights. And when I'm doing this, I kind of like to include some things that would, be important for you to know. I want to include things that would be important for you to know. Let's find another team here. So we could do this one, but I kind of think that we'll die to Hefrak. I don't know. We're going to pop the stone skin. This is probably fine. A great way to beat these types of teams. Oh, we didn't go first. Okay, but we're still okay. Boom. And that's kind of what it does to speed farm Arena in 4 seconds. Just like with any new team, you need to learn what teams are good to go against and what teams are not. Am I fast enough here to go against this team? Yes, I am. I have Packmaster opening A1 because I get a free attack. So this is basically an ally attack strategy with Kro'Khad. With that being said, you can do other things. You don't have to use Packmaster here because he's not really doing anything other than giving you a free attack. So, for example, if you speed tuned another ally attack champion, like let's say maybe you didn't get Packmaster, but you have Mikage. So you go Arbiter into Mikage, and then maybe you use another AoE A1 champion, like Cupidus here, for example. I have a 6-star, +3 Cupidus. We could easily come in here and do this, right? This is obviously going to be a win because this is a free team, but we just ally attack, boom. Okay, actually, let's try that against another team and see if we can get there. Maybe something like this. I mean, everybody likes wet noodles. So we'll come in here and do 1 or 2 more fights. Everybody's in stone skin. I should have known this. And then we have block damage that's protected. I would watch out for this chick. I forgot about her. Not gonna lie. Okay, but anyway, so that brings me to my next thing. How do you get around situations like this? Well, one way is certainly to bring a stone skin buster like your Sulfurions, your Gizmax, your HP burn type of champions like that. Another way is the champion that you choose to go with this. Your ally attack champion. Apparently he didn't have gear on. The Queen has been incredible for me in testing with him. And you're going to see her in one of the other teams, I believe, because her synergy with him is just so good. She brings the decreased defense on the A1, and then he's bringing the weaken. So it's like a little combo that goes really well together. Okay. And then next up, you can put protective champions in here, like Nekrit. Nekrit is a great pairing with him because he will protect Kro'Khad, and then also he can ally attack Kro'Khad. All of that is super great. Now, you're still not going to want to run this speed ally attack strategy into a crazy tanky team like this, okay? You're going to need another arena team for that. So it doesn't win 100% of the time. But when you pick the right fights, it certainly does. And then another champion that I think would be really amazing to pair with him is the free mythical Empress. Empress has this remove stone skin, block debuffs, all of this stuff. He has this buff removal ability, and I think that this is a really great combo with him. So all you need to do is speed tune your team so that when you boost, that boost gets you to your other champions. It gets you to the stone skin removal of Empress. It also gets you to whatever ally attack champion. Maybe you're using the MtgJedi in there still, or somebody else, doesn't matter. Maybe you're using a control champion in there, like, for example, if you did the Fabian fusion. This would be a crazy, amazing team right here. You could also put someone in there to help keep him alive that a lot of people have, and that's Ultimate Death Knight. Ultimate Death Knight allows, Empress to come in and do his job and then have a hard time killing the dog. So there's a lot of customization here that is going to give you freedom on your own account to build the best teams possible. But I'm just going to tell you, I've done a lot of arena fights with him actually, and when I choose the right fights, I win at a very, very high rate, no matter what other champions are on there, because they're enabling him to get his attacks. Also, big shout out to Shu Zhen. She's going to be amazing as well. If you want to use her, you can just Shu Zhen and then literally whatever else you want to do, right? Just Shu Zhen into him. He kills them, but that's a void legendary. But I did want to mention that there's so much you can do with him, and I think you should be using him in arena. I think he's a great live arena champion as well. And now on to the other areas of the game where I think he is absolutely amazing. Let's get a couple quick hitters here, and then I will mention the last big thing at the end of the video. Here is Phantom Shogun Stage 25. This is my ally attack strategy that I've mentioned in previous videos. I highly recommend this as the easiest way to speed farm this dungeon. If you don't have the Kymar, this can be a Renegade, or whoever you want that's resetting the skills. You may even be able to do it with Mithrala in that spot to cleanse off the debuffs and then just cycle through your abilities normally. But you want 2 ally attack champions, you want 2 damage dealers, and then typically a reset champion. The team that I personally run for this is where? Right here. Yes. Cardiel, Leorius, Kymar, MtgJedi, and then Turvold. And it's, runs in an average of 15 seconds. This team here is almost equally as fast. There is a little bit more wiggle room for things to go wrong on here, but you want the Phantom Shogun to target Kymar, and then you want your ally attacks to come in. We have the decreased defense and weaken. Kro'Khad comes in there and smacks. Then Whisper comes in, gets a big ability, and then we get another ally attack. 15 seconds also. That ran perfectly there. I would just make sure that it has the consistency if you're going to run this as your main team. The next area is actually pretty impressive. You can duo stage 20 on the Arcane Keep with Packmaster and Kro'Khad. And I'll be honest, I wasn't sure if that was going to be the case, but yeah, you definitely can. So that means you can run food in here. You could run another team, another, champion or two to try to speed it up even more. But I think this is under 30 seconds of just like a speed farming team for the potion keep. And I think this will work on all of them, except probably the force keep. So I've been so impressed. I've been so impressed. You can't tell me after all of these things that you also have not been impressed. You can't tell me. And last but not least, let's finish with Dragon, because you can do Dragon Hard 10 with this guy. Okay, and last but not least, we're over here on Dragon Hard 10, and I have a really sweet setup here. Venom Mage and the Queen of Hearts, they could really be anyone. If you don't have Queen of Hearts because you didn't get her for that guaranteed thing, then any really decreased defense champion could work here. A Deacon, a Stag Knight, an Ugo, like whoever you want to use is fine here. And Venom Mage can be literally anyone. I would probably, if I had like better choices available to me, I would put either someone to clear the waves a little bit faster, like Thor or something, or someone to help a little bit more on the boss, like a Newt or some type of enemy max HP champion. You could also put a Reviver in this spot just for some additional consistency. You will get some deaths on the boss, and I don't have Mithrala in very tanky gear, so I've never seen her die, but like theoretically, it's possible that she could die. But anyway, I should just hit start here and show you what I'm talking about. So you're gonna see that I didn't put anybody to help me clear the waves in here. This is all Kro'Khad, okay? This is all Kro'Khad, and you don't need anybody else, okay? You don't, which is fascinating. That is shocking to me. I just did not expect that to be the case. I really thought we were going to need a secondary champion to help us clear the waves, and we don't. We don't need it. We could do it faster, as I said, but we don't need it. He can do it on his own, and that gives you a lot of customization here for this team. Like, there are still some people who are not doing Dragon Hard 10. Here's your sign that you can do Hard Dragon with him on the team. As you can see, he got pretty low there and he can die, but then that's where the rest of the team comes in. His main job is damage on the waves, and then use other champions really on the boss. So here, sometimes the dragon, yeah, he stuns us, which can lead to some tricky situations. And that's the point where you're like other champions like Newt or somebody, if you have another option, that's where they would come into play. But this is a good solid run here. You would just want to test it and make sure it's consistent on your account with your gear and the setup that you have put in here. But yeah, looks great. And this is just going to be another option for Dragon Hard 10 with my dude Kro'Khad. I mean, seriously, how much more impressive can one champion get? I don't think I could be any more impressed. I kind of want to try him in Chimera, but I don't know if he brings enough. Like trying to fit Packmaster and Kro'Khad both into a Chimera team, I just don't know. But let me know, where else are you using him in the game? Where else are you using him? Obviously, he's going to be S tier in this faction, and I'm really excited to see him work. Defeat 4 enemies before they take a turn? Oh, heck yes, we will. Oh, yes, we will. What if I just put him in here and run that? That would be pretty insane, right? All right, let's do it. This was not an originally scheduled part of the video because I tried to record this yesterday and OBS deleted my mic. But that doesn't mean that we can't do it right now, because look at that. He's just murdering people. Now, I might need to come in here and manual this. I might need to, like, be a little bit more careful here of what we're doing, but this is definitely going to work. Okay, I can assure you this is definitely going to work. And then I'll just run this, and then I'll show you what happens here at the end of the stage. Okay, and here it is. We got our defeat 4 enemies before they take a turn, mostly thanks to Kro'Khad. Now we'll A1 on the final boss here. The final... No! Oh, I jinxed it. I jinxed it. Okay, well, I'll finish it here and then we'll get it another time. But you could see, like, that was very viable. Oh, so close. But anyway, yeah, obviously Kro'Khad, 2 million damage. Faction Wars, insane champion here. Insane champion here. Don't land any weak hits. I'm going to have to put a void damage dealer in there for that one. But Kro'Khad just been so impressive in so many areas of the game. Thank you for watching. I'm MtgJedi. Let me know where you want to use him the most on your account. And I'll see you tomorrow for Kro'Khad Budget Hydra.